What's up guys, Day Sky here. Today we got a real special toy review. We're going to be reviewing the Woodland Toy Adventure Tower of Doom Castle. This came out in the year 2007 by the children's company Step 2. So without saying any more, this thing is really massive, so we're kind of going to jump right into it because it is a lot to cover. So let's just get started, and we'll just start from the front of the castle. And once again, this is called the Woodland Adventures Tower of Doom. This is how the front looks. Now I got this castle off Craigslist for a real good deal. I don't think they're obviously not in production anymore, but you'd probably be able to snag one like I did on Craigslist or maybe on eBay. Something like that. It has all sorts of like painted, vines and thorns and flames painted on. All that's just painted on because it is a children's kid castle, so not a lot of like individual parts or whatnot. Then it has the eyes painted on the front. With a name like Tower of Doom, obviously this must be a bad guy castle. It also has this ramp piece that is not connected to the castle. You can just move it. It's like an individual piece of wood. By the way, this whole castle is made out of nothing but solid wood. And this ramp piece is cool because if we line it up correctly, it connects the drawbridge, if you can see that, so that way you can have, horses or whatnot, kind of ride up there and get inside the castle. Without that ramp, it would be too tall for anything to realistically get in. And it's just held on by two strands of rope or string. And on the other side, when we get to the other side, we'll show you how to roll it back up. Let's continue on with this side. So here's a side view. This thing is huge, guys. Get a close up on some of the paint work and everything on it. It's got painted torches and lights, and the bricks are all painted. Solid wood all through. Little flags. If any of you guys are like really good customizers or real good painters and artists, you can definitely, repaint this thing how you want it, being that it's all wood. You could do a whole, custom paint job on this whole castle and kind of trick it out the way you want it. But I'm going to leave it like it is. This is a cool feature right here. If you look here, it has a hole in it, but this is like a little secret passageway. You pull it out, and the piece of wood has two magnets on the corners. And there's a little secret passageway, and you look inside, you can go all under the castle, and it's kind of just open space in there. You can put your figures in there, hide some people in there, or whatnot. So I thought that was a cool little feature, and it just sticks on because it has two little spots where the magnets would meet at, and you just put them up there, and it just latches on like that. It also came with a whole like little wooden mat that folds up in two halves. And it's got painted on like bones and rocks, and it's all wood. It just folds up in the middle, and it's separate from the castle. So the castle comes off, and then you got the playing mat. So let me back up a little bit so you can see the entire side view. This thing has plenty of little ledges. You can put figures. Somebody looking on this balcony. There's a window right here. It has a little wooden ledge. You can put somebody looking out this window. More painted on torches and lights. Here's on the inside of the main castle, the main area. Here's a stepway that goes up into another little archway. So they focus a little bit. Come on, camera, focus. There we are. The main area right here. Plenty of space to do all sorts of things. Let's see, let's start going towards the back of it. See how we can get around to the back. All right, here we are. And this thing is so huge, I had to buy a table from Walmart just to put it on. One of those 6-foot tables. It's a second level, another little archway you can display some figures at. And back here, it has a little dungeon area, this red little gate. And if you pull that down, it's a dungeon in there. That just slides out the hole like that. Everything's real easy to, you know, assemble or disassemble. But that's a little dungeon area. Cool. Got painted on like running off water or whatever that might be. Mud, tar. Got so many little nooks and crannies in here. Look at this. There's another little passageway. They all lead to that one little main underground passage, if you can see in there. I don't know how good you can see in there. But plenty of space to just hide figures at. Stuff like that. So let's kind of zoom back a little bit on the back way of it. And this thing did come with 3 figures as well, and they just 3 little, you know, a little ghoul, a orc, and a skeleton warrior. We'll check out the front of those in a second. Just trying to give you guys a full view. It's so much to kind of, you know, to capture in at once. You know, it's kind of hard to get it all. There's another balcony on this side. You can put a figure on this balcony. Put figures in there. And as you can see, it's just all wood and very sturdy. Nothing's flimsy, nothing's wobbly. On the side of that main lobby area. Another archway. Now I'm going to try to go to like Hobby Lobby and get some of those little wooden barrels to put in here. They had little stacks of like flour and sugar and fertilizer bags and stuff like that, just to make it look a little more complete. And I think I have some like piles of gold and stuff from Pirates of the Caribbean or Caribbean figures, and I think I can put that in there and kind of just make it look a little better. Now here's this side view. Another little archway again. Put all your figures down in there. Has so many different entries and hidden passages. More flame artwork on the side. Here's those 3 figures that it did come with. They're obviously for kids, so they're not going to be like detailed. There's no articulation or whatnot like that. But the person that sold it to me on Craigslist still had them with it. So, you know, they came with it. So they were like, yeah, these go with it. Those are that. Obviously, I'm not going to really use those in my setups and displays. I'm going to use it more so for like Dr. Dooms and stuff like that. Okay, here's the other side of the front. Another entryway down here with flames all painted around it. That's pretty cool. Check that out. And what I was saying about that drawbridge, it has this little red knob right here. And you can actually turn up the drawbridge by turning the knob. That's pretty cool. And it just stays into place. So yeah, that's pretty much all of it. I mean, I'm sure you can get more in detail, but that's pretty much the whole thing. It does have this other tower piece up here, by the way, that you can put figures in there. Has a little red flag, and all this comes apart. Like if you pull this up, that's all just self-connected like that. And it just goes inside here, just like so. The red top piece comes off as well, like so. It's just like a wooden block. It's all wood. Even the little flag post comes out as well, and that's wood. So this thing is really neat. Just sticks back up there. And that, my friends, is the Woodland Adventures Tower of Doom playset. Rate, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think about this thing. I highly recommend getting this guy if you want to do any kind of like cool setups, ACBA, just want to display your figures a little better. I definitely recommend it, but you will need some kind of, you know, table piece to kind of put it on. And just to give you like some good size comparison, let me put a few like maybe Marvel Universe or something like that in there. Let's see what we got. We have like Thor, and all these figures work so perfectly in there. Get them to stand up. Let's take some of these guys down back here. This thing is massive, man. So you can definitely do a whole battle scene in here if you want. Let's see how this Red Skull looks in here. Looks sweet, man. I think it looks awesome. Let's see, we can focus a little bit. There we are. Maybe if you got some knights on horses, like so, set them down there. Got a couple of those, put one on this side maybe. You can get all these little knights and horses from like Toys R Us, just to add more realism to it, you know. Got little knights like this, maybe guarding the drawbridge. Maybe put a knight up here. And a little gatekeeper. So yeah, there you go, guys. This is the Woodland Adventures Tower of Doom Castle made by Step 2. I hope you guys enjoyed the review. Hope you give us a thumbs up, like it, hit that little like button down there. You know, check out for the rest of my videos. Stay tuned. Until next time, keep collecting, spread the love. It's always showtime in my world. Peace.